Welcome to Candace Sky Speaks readings again. Today I'm getting a lot of downloads, so I am going to be doing another video with just this deck. And really what I'm getting for the collective is holding space for healing yourself fully, and not letting yourself be pulled down by the world. And what is a message? What are these single messages? These are going to be from the angels. This is the angel messages, part 2 of Sunday. We're going to focus on that. What is the energy that we need to focus on? Okay. Our intuition. Focus on that intuition and material and spiritual prosperity. So the energy that we need to focus on is following our intuition and listening to our intuition, making it possible to follow the voice of our souls within our intuition. And see, she's looking at the universe as a mirror. She is the universe. We are the universe, so remember to tune into that intuition. And then we need to be in the energy of material and spiritual prosperity. This is our focus. The sun is a really big focus today because my last reading was about the sun, so the sun should be the primary point in our life that we look to for guidance and for that material and spiritual prosperity. Incorporate the sun into your practices, into your material, or into your abundance practices for money. That's what I'm getting. This came out here. So, conflict and defeat is what I felt in the collective energy earlier as well, is that there is this cloudy feeling in the collective energy, where in my other reading I cleared it out and put the sun in place. So hopefully it clears up soon, because I felt a lot of clouds and darkness, not necessarily being bad, but just confusion and chaos, and we need to get into the clarity of the moment. Getting into the practice of clearing and cleansing the energy off of my videos, because I notice a lot of things. When I'm done with the reading, I feel depleted. So when I do that, I don't. At the end, I don't feel depleted. Okay, Spirit, what else? What other messages do you have for us today? I asked what energy are we supposed to be in? Let's see, what other question do I have for the collective? Let's see here. General messages I'm getting that Spirit wants to convey. Angel messages. Yep. Persistence and clearing that heart chakra and making this also the focus. Light coming into the heart chakra. Healing is coming. Growth and emotional maturity is a big thing. 444. Work on that shadow, okay? 1 + 8 is 9 endings. Endings to new beginnings, okay? Work on that shadow. Make sure you're facing everything you need to face. Be in a shadow phase for a while if you need to be. Because without that, I feel you are not fully integrating the emotions you need to integrate if you're not doing shadow work. So face the things that you're afraid of is basically what Spirit is trying to say in that message. Okay, Spirit, do you have anything else to say to the collective energetically? Anything to convey? So the first one that came out was temptation. So in the collective, there's like this overwhelming temptation to sink back down into, I would say, a lower vibration. And I'm not saying like depression and sadness, that's not a low vibration, because you can still be depressed and have a high vibration, or be sad and have a high vibration. It's just the way that you face that challenge, that temptation. So this is like an internal struggle, and he's like stretching himself out, like he's almost out of body with this temptation that he wants to get to some place that isn't good for his soul, and he wants to unlock something that isn't ready to be unlocked. And the temptation is to sacrifice yourself for whatever you think you need to sacrifice yourself for. A temptation to go back down into a constant low vibration. And this isn't happening, because we're going to instead of that, we're going to step into solitude. So step into solitude, keep that higher vibration, keep that star energy, because like the star's right there guiding her. And 9 endings. What kind of energy do we need to combat temptation? What kind of energy do we need to combat temptation? Okay, what kind of energy do we need to combat temptation? Following that one. Material harvest. To keep that sun. The sun is coming out so much today. It's Sunday. So 9, ending to suffering and welcoming to new beginnings of material harvest, of keep working on your goals, keep working on what you need to do to have that material harvest. And keep in mind that when you're growing your soul, you're also growing those around your soul as well, even if they don't know it. So take that as it resonates. To combat temptation, we can keep on working on our goals towards material harvest. Okay, what other questions do I have? How can we bring about material harvest? 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 Patience. Let the seeds grow. Just be patient. Be patient and let the seed grow. And this is also something that you can combat temptation with: patience. Okay, so how can we curate patience in our life? How can we keep patience alive? How can we promote patience? What is the key to patience? Fertility, growth. The key to patience is fertility, is growing your seeds. See, you were patient and your seeds grew, and now you're breeding fertility. How do we breed fertility? How do we breed fertility? 1111. How do we breed fertility? We choose wisely. We choose our path. To breed fertility, we have to choose wisely. We have to choose the right path. We have to choose the path that aligns with our soul. So to breed fertility, we need to choose wisely. Okay. And how in the heck do we choose wisely? What is one thing we need to do to choose wisely, and how do we choose wisely? We embrace accelerated motion. Okay? 8 is abundance, so embracing accelerated motion helps us with choosing wisely. Also, I got memories of love. Help us to choose wisely. Yeah, because memories of love help us to choose wisely, because we remember those memories of love and remember who's real and who's not in our lives. So we're remembering this embrace of love, which comes with light. And to choose wisely, how do we choose wisely? We remember that because we are choosing wisely, we get accelerated motion and abundance, with the same as memories of love. Okay, what else? What other messages does Spirit have for us today? General message for the collective. There's going to be some obstacles and challenges, okay? Up ahead, the sun comes with a lot of deception. No, excuse me. The sun comes with a lot of challenges. To get to the sun, we have to come on Earth first. I won't get too much into that, but obstacles and challenges comes with being who we are. But on the bottom of the deck, from obstacles and challenges, we flow into the light, we glow into the light, we sparkle into the light, because we had these obstacles that we were willing to face in this life. The light comes for us all. And because the light came, we gained wisdom and balance between darkness and light. Light, wisdom, and balance came from obstacles and challenges. It gave you wisdom to learn about how to balance. So obstacles and challenges are not a bad thing, and they shouldn't be annoying, although sometimes they are, but they help our soul grow, and that's literally all. Once we face them, then comes the light. What else? This is collective, just general. What else do you have for us? It's just a collective. General reading. What else do you have for us? Truth. We're standing in truth, sitting in truth, being in truth, and from that truth, our lives grow. And if we live from truth and complete and total honesty, what happens? Let's see what happens. What happens when we live from truth and honesty? What happens if we live with truth and honesty? What happens if we live in truth and honesty? Let's see what happens. Transformation. 13. Okay? When we live in truth and honesty, our life transforms, it changes, it's not the same because we chose to live in truth and honesty. Truth and honesty changes us. What else? Truth and honesty changes us. Okay, I'm going to wrap up this reading now. I'm going to ask Spirit, what is the point of this reading? What is the takeaway of this reading? What do you want everyone to know? Because your throat chakra is open, your passion has been ignited. Okay? Spirit wants you to know, because you open your throat chakra, your passion is ignited. Your passion has been ignited because you decided to open your throat chakra. See? She opens her heart chakra first, and then it goes to the throat chakra. And her passion is ignited because she decided to open her mouth and speak. That's the point of the reading. Have a good night.